Hello everyone, what is up and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Katie. I live in Orlando. I make all shop with me and DIY home decorating videos, and today is part 4 in my Christmas Decorate With Me series. This one is an office mini makeover slash Christmas Decorate With Me. This is a space you guys have never seen before in our house, and we wanted to show you how we're giving it kind of a little bit of a mini makeover, getting it set up for the first time and decorating it for Christmas. Tons of really easy Christmas decoration inspiration with a lot of red tones, like really traditional Christmas reds. That's what Brian wanted to do, and it is his office, so that's what we went with. If you're excited, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. I still have 2 more parts to my Christmas decorating series coming over the next few weeks. This space had a little bit of a fail that I did decide to keep in. You're not gonna wanna miss this video, so we're gonna get started right now. So here is a before of the space. It is Brian's office, but truly it's just his desk. It's not really a nice space for him to be working in right now. The walls are super empty. There are boxes stacked in the corner. Those are just items for my baby shower, and tons of random like furniture and decor that we didn't want to get rid of, but we haven't found a home for yet. If you've been watching me for a long time, you may recognize these big black frames from our old apartment. We knew that we wanted to use them in our new house. We just weren't sure where yet. But in this office mini makeover, we are wanting to do it on a pretty small budget. So we're wanting to use a lot of the decor pieces that we still love from our old place, but just haven't found a home for in our new home. We want to clear out as much stuff as possible from this space that we knew we definitely weren't going to use. Just find a new spot for these items until we can decide whether we want to donate them or find a permanent place for them in our new house. We have some big dreams for this space sometime in the future, probably sometime within the next 2 years. We would love to get built-ins installed in the space with big bookshelves. Brian has lots of books that he loves, and with what Brian does for work, he does need multiple computer monitors, so we would love to have like a built-in desk and then a nicer desk in the center of the room. But until then, we're going budget-friendly and installing some IKEA furniture. Honestly, I'm just gonna be honest, this was such a huge fail on my part, and you're going to see the entire process, but I'm just gonna warn you now, don't do what I did. Here we are working with the IKEA EKET system. I'll be honest, they have really stepped up their game at IKEA. This was the easiest IKEA furniture we have ever built. Everything like clicks into place with this new locking system that they have figured out. We got 2 sets of this system that have doors on the front, and then a set that has like 4 cubbies for the middle. They came in white and in gray. I should have purchased the gray because Brian's desk is gray, but like that's also just temporary, so it was just really hard to know like what to get. But looking back, I wish I would have done a little bit more like research or figured out more of what we wanted to do. I know that there are like IKEA built-in hacks. I've seen a lot of people do that, which is a lot cheaper than built-ins because built-ins are just thousands and thousands of dollars. But you can do IKEA hacks that make it a lot cheaper. I don't know, we just feel like in the future, when we are knowing that we're going to be in the house long term, we really want to invest in stuff that's just going to last a super long time. For the price that these were, we were honestly impressed with the quality, and something that I did for the first time was I actually used IKEA's delivery system. I feel like they've improved on that a lot as well. Now you can pick stuff up from IKEA. You can also pick stuff up from their shipment warehouses. There was one about an hour from us because the items that we wanted were not available at the store, but they were able to deliver them the next day from their shipping warehouse. It did cost me $50 to have the items delivered, but honestly, when you think about how frustrating it is to go to IKEA, I feel like it was worth every single penny. Another item that we purchased to go along with it were these baskets. When we were keeping the systems white, we were like, oh great, baskets will be perfect because they will match with Brian's desk, and these are really nice, heavy duty, like thick woven baskets. They have really good options. They have options that are like brown and a bunch of different colors. So if you're ever looking for like storage cube baskets, IKEA is a really good place to shop with those. So this is what the 3 systems look like put together, and it was about right in this moment when I was sticking the baskets in that I decided I absolutely hated the white storage system. I don't know what it is, I just don't like white furniture, but we just decided to marinate on it for a second, not do anything too hasty, and move on to our next project, which was changing out the artwork in these frames. We haven't used these frames since we moved out of our apartment, but they go really well with the overall aesthetic of our new home. We do a lot of Scandi rustic decor with like black pops all throughout our home. So I just knew that if we changed out the artwork, we would love these a lot more. So we did decide to pick a set of digital prints off of Etsy. This is something I have all throughout my home. If you've seen any of my other makeover videos, you will have seen this hack. But I love to buy digital downloads off of Etsy and then get them printed at Walgreens. Definitely make sure if you are going to do this hack that you have the Honey Chrome extension downloaded onto your computer. They scan the internet for all the best coupons. This is not sponsored by them. I just love them. And typically you can get Walgreens prints for like around 60 to 70% off. So it costs me only like $10 per print, so $40 for all new artwork. So we did decide to go ahead and paint the furniture. This was honestly such a mistake, but I had a feeling that this was going to happen. So I did pick up this tiny paint kit at Walgreens when I was actually picking up my prints. This is the color Tricorn Black by Sherwin-Williams. Our front door is painted this color, so we already had this all surface enamel paint. So I was like, it's perfect. It will go on so well. Don't do it. Just do not do it. It does look good, but it's just not going to hold up at all. So it's not that I necessarily regret doing it because we don't really plan on using this piece of furniture. It really just is for decoration, just to have something on that wall. We wanted something super affordable, but you'll see. You'll see. Trust me, I already know that I made about 1.5 million mistakes here. We probably should have sanded first and between each coat. I looked on TikTok after. That is my favorite place to go for like little tips because they are all really fast videos that get straight to the point. So if you're ever needing a tip for anything, just go ahead and check on TikTok. But I know I made 1.5 million mistakes. I feel like I learned a lot after the fact when it was way too late. Also, I know that people are going to maybe have comments about how I'm painting while I'm pregnant. I actually did have 2 masks on as well as 2 fans going, all the windows and the door open. So it was a very ventilated area, and I doubled up on my masks so I could not smell the paint at all through the masks, and definitely took precautions. We actually had an OB appointment again this week. We are on the every other week schedule now with our OB. We're getting pretty close to sister getting here. We are so excited for her to get here, and she said as long as it was ventilated and I was safe and I couldn't smell the paint that we were good to go. So I'm always double checking with her. She knows that I'm crazy and love my DIY projects, and she is happy for me to do them as long as I am being safe. So just wanted to give you guys that update. Here is what the furniture ended up looking like. So like I said, it like looks pretty good, and I definitely like it a lot more now that it is black, but it was just such a headache. It took so many coats and the paint is already peeling off in so many different places, so just don't do it. But what you should do is create a basket wall in your space. It creates such awesome texture. I love all the different baskets. I feel like they each tell their own story, and this is quite the collection that I have grown over several years. We had a basket wall in our old house, but I had nowhere to put it in this space, and then we decided it'd be perfect for this big open wall. I collected baskets mostly from Home Goods. Ross is a really great place. You can also get them at World Market, but they are super expensive. You can find find some great ones on Amazon. Some of these are from Target, so they're just kind of from all over. When you're creating a basket wall, don't overthink it. Really just go for it. Brian was kind of standing far away and just giving me a little bit of direction. We didn't want to do any like really refined shape. We really wanted it to be artistic. So just have fun with it. If you're going to create your own basket wall, know that it will probably take you a few months to collect baskets at a reasonable price, but the outcome is so worth it. The next task was to hang the 4 picture frames right above Brian's desk. We wanted them to be pretty high because he is going to be getting bigger monitors pretty soon, and we wanted the pictures to be above where the monitors would be. There's quite a bit of math involved with this. You have to measure your wall, take the full measurement of all 4 frames, do a little bit of division, subtraction to figure out how far apart you want everything. But once we got all of our measurements figured out, just make sure you have a level and you should be good to go. Brian and I have hung so many things, especially over the last few months, just kind of getting the house all set up. So I feel like we are pros at this point. This last frame gave us a little bit of trouble because the hooks that you used to hook the photo onto the wall were in 2 different spots on the back of the frame, and I never noticed before. With a little bit of adjustment though, we were able to get them all in place, and we love the way that these look. Now moving on to a bit of Christmas decorating, which is so exciting. Always my favorite part. This tree was such a score. I scored this at a Target clearance store for like $130, and I do believe it's back at Target this year for $350. It is such a beautiful tree. It's a glitter flocked tree, but it's not very glittery. I feel like the name is a little bit misleading. It does have a tiny bit of glitter in the bristles, but it is just a super lightly flocked, beautiful tree. There is a ton of really good dimension, and I love that I got this for such a great price. This corner definitely needed a full-size tree because it is rather large. Just sharing a sweet moment with my soul dog, Aurora. She had some pretty serious health complications this year, and we almost lost her, but thankfully to an amazing team of vets and modern medicine, she's doing a lot better, which I could not be more grateful for. With this being Brian's office tree, I really let him take the reins and pick out everything for it, and he decided to go with this really deep burgundy, velvet, and gold color scheme, and I think it's beautiful. It's not something I would traditionally choose on my own. Also, I want to take a moment to show you how beautiful this tree is. I love how it's not like super perfect and symmetrical. Some of the branches stick out, and I think it has a way more realistic look, even though it is flocked with glitter. I know that kind of makes that whole sentence seem redundant, but I just love the overall shape of the tree. I also wanted to mention that in a lot of my other decorating videos, a lot of you have made comments about how great at decorating Brian is. And I just wanted to echo your sentiments and say that I could not agree more. I just feel like he grew up in spaces that were very well decorated, especially for the holidays. So he picked up such a good eye for it, and I just feel like we couldn't be more perfect for each other. I really enjoy decorating with him. It's something that we really enjoy doing together, so I'm really glad that we've been able to do more of that this Christmas season. This star is so beautiful. It is from Hearth and Hand. I did pick it up this year. If you are interested, it is still available at Target. I can try to link it down below. One of you guys let me know that your tradition is when you're putting the star on, you like to make a wish. So Brian and I did that when we put this star on, and this is the final product of Brian's office Christmas tree. As I mentioned, Brian is a huge reader and has tons of books that he loves. If he's not reading a physical book, he is listening to an audiobook. That is just an escape for him. And I am the exact opposite. I just like listening to like podcasts or watching YouTube videos. That is more my speed, but definitely let me know what yours is down below. I would say that because you're watching this video, maybe you're more like me, but I'm sure a lot of you guys love to read as well. And we wanted to put a lot of his favorite books on display with a few little Christmas accents. Brian also picked out this lamp at Home Goods. It is like a beautiful brushed gold color that matches like the gold bar cart and other elements that we have in the room right next door. We really wanted to play into that. We also decided to drill a hole in the back of this IKEA cabinet so that we could store our printer in here and have a new home for that. We had it on another table originally, but we knew we wanted to store it away. We thought that that was a good solution, and we'll just open the doors when we need to use the printer. We wanted to stash a few more of Brian's books, and oh my gosh, the paint job is just so embarrassing. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I was ready to throw away this entire video. I was just so embarrassed by the entire event, but I just felt like, I wanted to keep it real and be honest with you guys. Not every single project goes exactly the way I want it to go. Not everything is perfect and sunshine and rainbows around here. Sometimes we are working on a pretty tight budget and things don't go the way that we want them to, and that is just life. For the Christmas decorations on the console, we added on this table runner to hide the seams to make it look like one large console as opposed to 3 separate pieces. And then we put this porcelain village set from Hobby Lobby right on top. It really fills in that space and looks so beautiful, all lit up. I just love the twinkling tea lights that came with the set. Brian loves traditional Christmas colors, so we kept all of those going in the room. And this is how this side of the wall came out. I'm really proud of what we were able to achieve with such a small budget using items that we already had. I think it's really great for just the temporary. It's not forever, but I am proud of what we were able to accomplish. We do plan to upgrade the lighting fixture as well as add curtains to make the space even cozier, but I'm really glad that Brian has this new office space. Well, alrighty, you guys, there you have it, my mini office makeover and Christmas decorate with me part 4 in my Christmas decorating series. If you missed any of my other Christmas decorating videos, I'll have them linked down below. We did my dining room, my living room, and my kitchen and my breakfast nook area, and we still have, I think, 2 more decorating videos to go. Really excited to hear what you think about this space. Like I mentioned a couple times in the video, this is just kind of how we wanted to get it set up for now until we can do the big makeover that we want to do. We have huge plans for this room, but we are really excited about how it came out with some really affordable items and items that we already had that we weren't using yet, and I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about it. I'm actually loving the deep red tones. Burgundy was one of my favorite colors when I was younger, and it's so beautiful, so I'm really glad we decided to incorporate it into this space, but excited to hear all your thoughts down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.